Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Robert Hollis Jr. here, and I'm very excited to share with you guys a short little video series. As you can see in the title, it says The Secrets of the Rich, and there's a few principles that I want to walk through with you guys, and I basically got most of this information from an amazing book out there. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. If you've never read this book or listened to it, get a chance to go out there, download it, buy the actual copy. This book is absolutely amazing, and I personally believe that it should be a mandatory read for, and if not in high school, at least in college. But, you know, I also believe that a lot of people have never really heard of this book or have read it because it's kind of a secret out there, and that's why I said this is a secret of the rich. And you know, there's a very simple few principles in this book that I want to share with you. And if you guys are watching this for the first time or hearing these principles for the first time, it might catch you off guard or kind of shock you, because even though they're very simple principles, they pretty much go against everything traditionally that we're taught. And that's why I said that it's a secret. And, you know, one of the first things it talks about in the book is the 97 versus the 3%. And basically what this represents is that 3% of the population control the other 97%. Now, I know when people first hear that, it's kind of shocking, but it's absolutely true. They own 97% of the money, and they employ the other 97% of people. Now, even though this book was written, I mean, years ago, almost a century ago, it's crazy how old this book is, you know, do you think the numbers are still the same today? Absolutely, you know, especially here in America and some other countries, they say it's worse, you know, it's like the 99 versus the 1%. And, you know, it's funny because the principles that I'm about to teach you, why I brought that up, is stood the test of time. It's not like, you know, there's something crazy or a dramatic shift that happens. Really, the only difference between the 3% and the 97% is knowledge. See, they know things that the other 97% don't. And, you know, when I first heard some of these principles, it was like, oh my gosh, why has nobody ever shared this? You know, one of the first things it says in the book, it said, it's very easy to become successful or rich. All you got to do is find somebody in the 3%, do what they do, and you can have what they have. Even more important, if you can find somebody in that 3% to coach or mentor you, your roadmap to success is already set up for you. Now you just got to go out and put in the work. So this is going to be quite a long video. We're going to break it up in 3, maybe 4 segments, but there's 3 main principles that I want to cover in these videos. The first one is OPI. The second one is OPE. And the third one is OPM. Okay? So right now I just want to cover the first one, OPI. Basically what this stands for is other people's ideas. Now, see, traditionally, we're taught that you have to be smart to become successful. See, I was taught you go to school, you get good grades, so you can eventually maybe go to college and get a degree, and once you have a degree, then you can get a good job that pays you good money. And in the principle, it says, this principle says, listen, you don't have to be smart to become rich. Now, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, you know, I like this book. Why? Because I did everything wrong. I dropped out of high school my freshman year. I really didn't have too much of traditional education. You know, I guess you could consider myself a special, you know, I was always, you know, hard for learning and whatever. So, you know, I always thought that I was kind of doomed from the get-go because you have to be smart to become rich, right? Completely wrong. What OPI stands for is other people's ideas. See, if you really look at history, and even today, some of the most successful people in the world didn't come up with the idea or business that they're in. I'll give you a couple great examples. Henry Ford. Henry Ford didn't invent the automobile. Some people think Ford did. Mercedes did. He took the idea to America, put it on an assembly line, and we all know what Ford Motor Company is today. You know, another one that I love using example is Google. Right? I mean, how big is Google now? It's almost like, hey, I'll Google it. You know, hey, Google that. You know, find out where it is. Everybody used Google. Well, was it the first search engine? No. There was many before it. Yahoo, MSN Search. I remember my father got the internet back way I don't even know what year it was, and there's like this janky, search engine that had a spider walking on the internet, the web, So, I can go on examples after examples after examples of people that weren't smart that used the idea that somebody else came up with. Even going back to Henry Ford, some people actually tried to sue him because they said he was illiterate. How could a guy become a billionaire and can't even read? It's because he knew these principles, ladies and gentlemen. And why I think, the first principle, OPI, is so amazing in the network marketing profession, in the home-based business, internet marketing, is you don't have to be smart. See, somebody else already thought of the idea for you. Somebody went out and got an amazing product and put together a comp plan and put together a system for you. Everything was already thought out for you. You don't have to be smart. Just use somebody else's idea. And another great thing that I really love about this profession, using the OPI principle, is that in most cases, the person that enrolled you makes money if you do well. So they're here to help you with the training they already have. Most companies already have a training system, conference calls, webinars, all these tools to educate you on exactly what to do. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here. You can do it by following other people. Find somebody else that was successful, do what they do, and you can have what they have. So, that's why I love OPI so much. And, really in traditional business or anywhere else, this doesn't apply. You gotta be smart. If you're gonna start your own giant company and start it from the ground up, you need to, probably know how to keep the books. You have to think of a great idea. Gotta be a salesperson. I see people that are traditional entrepreneurs that struggle a lot because there's a lot that goes into it. You kind of have to be smart unless you follow network marketing or the home-based business industry. So that's the first one, OPI, and it's probably the easiest to explain and the fastest one. In the other videos, I'm going to explain the other principles, which we'll really get into, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more great information, you can go to caughtthedream.com is my blog, and my dream is hopefully all you guys can catch your dreams, and watch out for part 2, 3, maybe 4. I don't know how much in depth I'm going to get with this. So Robert Hollis Jr. signing off. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care till the next video.